Alright, the next main story quest is called Storm on the Horizon, given to us by Hien in the House of the Fierce hideout. Let's go. Cutscene. Please talk so I don't have to. I love that. It's so fun. I like it a lot. Damn it. While you were out searching for Jifuya, we received word from our shinobi allies. An Imperial airship has been sighted over Doman soil. Excuse me, sorry. There's a little bit of shock. Our visitor's objective remains unclear. It may be another attempt to recover Yotsuyu, or a prelude to invasion. Either way, the craft reportedly advances at speed, and appears bound for Castrum Fluminus. I mean to go there and ascertain their intent. If we ride out in force, it will only end one way, so we shall keep our numbers to a minimum. Yugiri, Mercy, can I count on you? Yes, my lord. And you nod as well. Alice and I would fain play our part as well. We will not stand idly by while a common foe threatens the land of our friends and allies. I don't know why that sentence was hard for me. We would be glad of the help. You are acquainted with Hakuro, I believe. Then I bid you seek him out and assist in maintaining order in the Enclave. When the people see an Imperial airship, they are liable to panic. I thought it was just liable, but okay. I would have you reassure them, and should it come to it, aid in their evacuation. Very well, we shall depart at once. Do take care. He and Alice do just that. What of me, my lord? The Empire may well be after Yotsuyu. You are to remain here and guard her until my return. As you wish. Pray stay close to Mercy and Yugiri. Well, well. Guard duty and not a breath of protest. Now I have seen it all. To Castrum Fluminus, then. Let us find out what the Empire's game is. At some point in time, I really think that I should get I'm going to teleport to Namai just to make it a slight bit faster. Actually, I think I have to teleport to Namai to do that. I think I want to get a new email address. Probably going to stick with Gmail because I'm so familiar with it, but over the years, here and there, you kind of hear things about other email possibilities, and some sound good. But I just get so many emails from so many sources that I don't care about, and like unsubscribing or blocking or rerouting just doesn't. Actually, you know, I could create some more rules probably and route more in directions so I never see them. I could probably try that first because I like my email. It's short, it's easy. It says a lot about me while not saying a lot about me. It says what I want it to say about me, I suppose. Alright. We find Hien and Yugiri outside a kind of small fortress, or fort. The area is secure. Whatever our visitor's purpose, they plainly believe they can achieve it alone. The craft should come into view at any moment. Let us await them inside the Castrum. Alright. Rock the Castrum. Oh no, that's not the words, but cutscene. Please talk. Please talk. Please talk. We do see a craft coming in. Kind of weird. Either it's glitchy, or that's how it's supposed to look. Why are there little, like, line thingies coming off of it?
A smoke signal? Thoughts, Yugiri?
I don't know either.
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
Who can say? Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Domans want for propriety.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
Nay, that won't be necessary. We will meet them openly. I would welcome this student of Doman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
Well, that we should be received by the Lord of Doma himself.
I would say like mid to maybe late teens. Asahi. 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 Dressed in like white robes, white garments, like a white jacket, white undercoat, white pants, but a bunch of like little gold embroideries and red trim and some silver as well, flanked by 2 guards in normal black imperial kind of suits of armor.
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sus Brutus, Ambassador Plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
He is heir to the Naiuri clan, and Yotsuyu's stepbrother.
It seems I need not introduce myself, not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady. It is true. The former acting viceroy is my sister. Yet, bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it. I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we laboured to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, His Radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice. To negotiate peace with Doma.
Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
All right. I wouldn't want to take him to your... What I'm assuming you mean like your secret hideout. We shall escort our guests across the river to the Enclave. You do mean that. Okay, fine. Yugiri, pray go on ahead to the Yuzuka Manor docks and see that the ferries are ready. She nods. And we all walk off. Where am I going? Mercantile docks. And there is no fast way to do this. So we just have to run. And run we will. And we'll love it or we won't. Who knows? Who cares? It doesn't really matter. Yesterday I watched for the first time the Super Mario Brothers movie, and I realized that all of the memes that were so mean to Chris Pratt about like, oh hey, Chris Pratt chose his Mario voice and it sounds like Chris Pratt. Like, no, I think because they tried to make it so that the Mario Brothers were not just like constantly always Italian, but like they were kind of they put on the thick Italian accent for their commercials, and there were some like Italian, I think, euphemisms and little things here and there, but for the most part they grew up in Brooklyn, or they grew up in New York, and so that was their accent. I think they all did a great job. I think it was a good movie. What's this quest? Mercantile Docks Skipper? Oh, no, I don't want I don't want to go to the Enclave yet. No, sorry, I was just kind of curious what that was. Yugiri. Lord Hien and I will accompany the Imperial delegation on the first ferry. When you are ready, speak with the boatman and join us on the other side. Or I could just teleport? Isn't that where we're going? Whatever. Yeah, just to speak with Hien. Nah, whatever. If this is free, let's see what it is. Yes, I'll take passage. Oh, I haven't been here. Huh. Okay. So we are now, fuck, I don't know honestly exactly where we are, but we are in Othard. I don't see my particular... Are we down here? Are we like way the fuck down here? No, okay. Well, we're in Othard somewhere, but we are now on an island of sorts, but it seems almost entirely man-made. Like one rectangle that is where I'm at right now, and the docks are off to the right, and this little pier. To the northwest is a kind of thicker rectangle than the longer one that we're on now, and then to the southwest is a square with, I don't know, but just, it's all stone paneling, or stone floors. We'll pick up all these etherites. Have I made the Ethernet mistake before this? Because I don't remember ever saying Ethernet. I probably have. I mean, isn't there an Ethernet? They're called Ethernet shards. No, I don't know. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, Ethernet. Ethernet, but they call it the ether, so Ethernet. How have I never noticed that before? So these Ethernet cables are the same as these Ethernet shards, and they're all blue too, as a fair number of Ethernet cables are for some reason. Oh, Hakuro, the wolf dude. Okay, yeah. Sorry. I'm just gonna grab the etherite. And last, but probably not least, the one up north here. Just before the Enclave something. The one garden to rule them all. We've also got the One River as a destination, but this is called the Dome and Enclave, and we've gone back to the main shard. Here's Hien and Yugiri. There you are, Mercy. So, first things first, what do you think of the Enclave? I must say, I'm quite proud of what my countrymen have accomplished in the time. We even have an etherite now, courtesy of the Onishishu. Be sure and attune to it, would you? Once it has the Warrior of Light's seal of approval, people might actually start using the thing. I have attuned to all of them, my friend. But on to the matter at hand. The ambassador and his retinue are at my hall, taking their ease ahead of the negotiations. I want you there when the talking starts. It will serve to send a message to the Empire that Eorzea and Doma stand united. I am not normally one for hollow posturing, but in this game of nations, such gestures carry weight. Oh, and should you feel uneasy about speaking for the Scions, Alphino and Alice will also be there. You need only eat, drink, and look imposing. Say you'll come. I'll be there, yeah. The other option was oh very well, but I know I could count on you. When you are ready, come and join me at my humble abode, the Hien. The guardsmen will see you in. We'll find out if it's truly humble, like you say. It is a pretty big house. Pretty big house, almost palatial. Japanese style, obviously. Sorry, my nose has been bugging me a lot recently. It'll whistle when I'm trying to sleep. It'll be... I think it's made my voice somewhat nasally. But the young man and his two guards...
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did I imagine that I would meet the gallant and noble Lord of Doma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
You'll forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace.
Anyway, the young man and his two guards are sitting across. We're sitting like cross-legged on the floor. Hien is across from them. Myself and a bunch of other people, I'll say. Hakuo, the wolf dude. Alphino. Probably Yugiri. I don't know if Gosetsu's here, but I think he is. I don't know.
Unless I am mistaken, such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Doma's sovereignty.
Gosetsu is not here. There's a black-haired, black-robed man I don't remember. I probably met him.
His radiance has yet to do so, that much is true. Know, however, that he has expressed willingness to cede Doma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend. Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory. While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion, I believe there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons. Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varus wishes to explore the possibility of an alliance to combat this common threat. On the condition that Doma renounces summoning and pledges to police the Korjin's practice of it, his radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
Doma has never shown any appetite for summoning, and it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise. With regard to the Korjin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection. Yet even now there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays. Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
He's got an intense look in his eyes.
Quite. I can but apologize.
The boy looks flippant a little bit, but tries to put on a
In
face.
seeking to eliminate icons, the Empire creates them. 'Tis an irony among ironies, one with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted, I am told.
Indeed, many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
A tragic state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history. My comrades and I would change all that. We, Populares, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear. Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates.
They sound nice.
Lest you wonder, theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe, and I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
That would be most welcome. But if I may speak plain,
Oh shit, fuck. God damn it.
I cannot blame you for doubting us.
Pause.
Indeed,
God damn it.
I should find it strange if you did not. And so, in the name of building trust, I would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange. Under Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict. Naturally, any exchange would include the acting viceroy.
Yotsu? What makes you think we have her?
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit. The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Dorma until you have come to a decision?
You shall be our honored guests. Yugiri, I leave the ambassador and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
I'm looking for a random fact generator. It's very likely you created the first ever arrangement of cards in order based on particular. Oh. Every time you shuffle a randomized deck of cards, it is very likely that you have created the first ever arrangement of cards in that order in history, based on 52 cards, there are 8.07 times 10 to the 67th power possible arrangements of cards. Well, yeah, wouldn't you would figure that out by, if you include the jokers, obviously it'd be 54, but it'd be 52 times 51 times and so on and so forth until you reach 1, which is just, yeah. So yeah. And that's 52 factorial, I think. I think that's what factorial does. So 52, I think I have a factorial button. Well, I do. And it's exactly that. It's 8.065817 E plus, yeah, so times 10 to the 67th. That's what E is. Cool. Yeah, pretty good chance that, because that's 67 zeros after the 8. So cool. Yeah, pretty damn good chance. Although with all of the hands, yeah, even with all of the decks shuffled and all of the machines and all of the casinos in the entire world, they're still probably unique. Anyway, Hien, cutscene. Yay, now I have a random fact generator on my... Outback Steakhouse was founded by 4 Americans, none of whom have ever been to Australia, or had ever been to Australia. That's funny. Well, that was unexpected. You can say that again. I still don't know quite what to make of it all, but on the surface, a prisoner exchange does seem a good way to begin. The question is, can they be trusted? They had naught to gain by divulging the details of their internal divisions. As it stands, we have no reason to doubt them. But the ambassador's mention of Yotsuyu left me ill at ease. It made his grand talk of peace seem uncannily like a lengthy preamble. You think this might all be a ruse to facilitate her retrieval? Perhaps, though I cannot fathom why they would go to such lengths. Yotsuyu may have been the acting viceroy, but she is not Garlean, nor even highborn. Her value must presumably lie in what she knows. Which brings us to the title, The Little Matter of Her Memory Loss. In her present condition, she would not yield any worthwhile intelligence, nor is she worth much as a bargaining piece. Alphino, you are well acquainted with the Empire's methods. I would have your thoughts on this matter. My knowledge is at your disposal, Lord Hien. While the ambassador's proposal is appealing in principle, it would be remiss of us not to give it due scrutiny. God damn. Indeed, though it seems to me I have little choice but to accept regardless. With so many of our brothers and sisters languishing in imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on the chance to secure their repatriation. Repatriation makes way more sense. Only the kami know when I will be afforded another. But ere we continue, shall we excuse these two? I fear what follows will bore them to tears. Alice nods. I was just about to show myself out as it happens. Come on, Mercy, let's leave Alphino to dispense his copious knowledge. He shakes his head. Someone is still sore from being made to watch at Sakazuki. Go on and keep Alice company. We are safe enough for now. The comparative size between an atom and a grain of sand is about the same ratio as that between a grain of sand and planet Earth. Thank you, random fact generator. That's cool. A chance to relax at last, says Alice. I know when I'm out of my depth, Mercy. Though no weapons are drawn, a negotiation is no less a battle, and the stakes can be every bit as high. One misplaced word and people could die. It takes someone with a cool head, and I'll be the first to admit that's not me. So we're left with the eternal question, what to do while they prattle on? Let's get some food. Tenacity, I will always choose tenacity as it makes tanking easier. And that's the end of this quest, end of this video. I will see you next time for the next one. Bye.